controversy, opinion, point of view. This is Prime News.
Welcome to Prime News. I'm Vinnie Politan. A mother of twins, little girls just 3 years old, is accused of something incomprehensible: stabbing the girls herself and then setting their apartment on fire. It happened late Tuesday night in Fairfield, California. That's just east of San Francisco. Firefighters found the bodies of the little girls and their mom, 28-year-old Monica McCarrick. Both girls were dead, but mom was taken to a local hospital. She'll be booked in Solano County Jail once she's released. McCarrick is looking at 2 counts of murder, child abuse resulting in death. If true, what could cause a mother to do this to her little girls? Joining me now, family therapist Dr. Paul Hokemeyer. Henry Lee, staff writer for the San Francisco Chronicle. He's also the author of Presumed Dead, a true life murder mystery. And a neighbor, Adrian Babis, joins us as well. Doctor, let me go straight to you on this one, because it's the question everyone has. You have a story like this. What could drive a mother to go against any maternal instinct and kill her own twin daughters?
Well, clearly we have an example here that's a tragedy of epic proportions. And in this kind of a situation, what we typically see are profound psychiatric disorders, such as schizophrenia or bipolar, that would subject the person to delusions, hallucinations.
Dr. Henry Lee, let me go to you, Henry. I was going to call you Dr. Henry Lee. That's a different Henry Lee. This is Henry Lee, the journalist, and great guest. Henry, let me ask you, what details do we know about how this mother killed her children?
Well, Vinny, we are now getting unconfirmed reports that she may have used a sword to, unfortunately, slit the throats of these little children before turning the sword on herself without success. Those are not confirmed, but clearly when the police were talking to me, they made clear that these girls were not stabbed per se. It might be a nuanced difference, Vinny, but similarly disturbing.
Yeah, Doctor, let me ask you about that. The manner, the way that she killed these children, what can we read into that? Not a stabbing, slitting their throats.
Well, again, we don't really know. I'm not directly involved with this particular case, but in cases like this, again, we see profound mental illness, either mental illness coupled with an addiction that would subject this particular person to delusions, hallucinations. The chances are someone who would go to this length was not in command of her facilities, and so we're dealing with someone who potentially is profoundly sick.
Let me bring in Monica McCarrick's neighbor, Adrian Babis, who actually, you tried to break into the apartment when you saw that there was a fire?
Yes, we tried getting into the apartment, 2 other gentlemen and myself, and weren't able to get the door open more than about 6 or 7 inches.
Have you had any interaction with your neighbor, Monica McCarrick? I understand she's relatively new to the neighborhood.
Yeah, she's only been living in the apartment for about a month and a half. No real interaction with her. You know, we've seen her walking with the kids or, you know, going to and from the car. We know that one of the ladies who lives directly below her helped her carry her groceries up, you know, once or twice and offered, you know, if she needed any help with anything, just to let her know. But no real interaction with her at all.
Any signs of any mental illness, erratic behavior, anything that you or any of your neighbors saw?
Over the last couple of days, I guess she parked her car and blocked up 3 or 4 of the carports. That was on a Monday, and then Tuesday, the same day as the incident, the kids were heard in the car crying, and nobody was in the car with them, just the 2 kids by themselves.
Henry, what details do we know about this woman's life? Do we have any of that backstory yet? How she ends up in Fairfield, California?
Well, not much is known, Vinny. When I was doing my background checks on her, she seems to have moved around quite a bit. Not much is known about the father of the children. I don't know if the kids are fraternal or identical, but she seems to have had somewhat of an itinerant life. Don't know if the stressors of moving played into this, whether or not she had a steady job. Clearly, and the doctor might be able to confirm this, sometimes people are of the belief, however misguided, that if they can't seem to believe that they can take care of their children, they would not want to have their children orphaned, i.e., let's not have them alive. Instead of just killing myself, the parent, we do the entire family, which is entirely a very sad situation indeed, Vinny.
Yeah, and here's what the folks at home are saying. Check some of the Facebook comments. You've got Mary saying there are other options rather than killing your own children. It's called adoption. Josie says, I don't care what her excuse is. And Tamara says how anyone could hurt a precious, innocent, defenseless child. And not a lot of sympathy tonight for this mother of two, or former mother of two, as those two children are dead. Big thanks to our guests tonight. Thank you so much. Appreciate it.